Hi, it's Alaska Granny. I'm afraid it's bad news. If you have not been stocking up on food and watching what's going on in the world, you better wake up. Last week, gas went up 10 cents a gallon. A few days later, it went up 20 cents a gallon. And now 2 days later, it went up another 30 cents a gallon right here where I live in Alaska, which is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how people are going to be able to even drive to work, to the store. And I don't know how people are lined up at McDonald's and coffee shops idling their cars. Do you not realize how much gas you're using just doing that? That's not going to be possible for much longer, in my opinion. It's time to get serious. If you have not stockpiled food, you need to do it now. Because as the price of gas goes up, so does the price of bringing the food to the store. And at these prices, we could be priced right out of being able to afford to buy food. So what did I buy today to add to my Prepper Pantry stockpile? Always I look for beans and rice because they can last the longest, they're usually the cheapest, and you can store these foods to last nearly forever. I bought a 5-pound bag of white rice and an 8-pound bag of pinto beans. I like to buy the Idahoan instant mashed potatoes. You just add water, and I've not seen them in a long time. But I did see these soup mixes, so I bought one of each to try. They're the Idahoan brand, and one is creamy potato hearty soup, and the other is loaded potato hearty soup. No, it's not the same as buying mashed potatoes, but hopefully they're tasty too. Add 4 cups of water to each of these, simmer it, and you have a big pot of soup. I suppose it would be handy to add in some other ingredients to make them tastier. I've never tried these before, so my strategy always is if you see one, buy it, take it home and try it. If you like it, you can go back and get more. These also have not a very long shelf life. I don't know if they've just been in storage somewhere or they're finally on the shelf. I don't know. I've stored a lot of the Bear Creek soups and I enjoy eating those. So I'm hoping that these will also be good. If nothing else, it's a simple way to have a package of food on your shelf that you can add water and make a big old pot of food. And so sometimes it may not be the most delightful, delicious food we've ever had, but it's going to be something that will fill our tummies. Pasta sauces have been very difficult to get lately, and I did finally find some of the Classico pasta sauces, so I bought 6 of them. I like the Classico not only because they're tasty, I like to reuse these jars. They're the same size as a canning jar. You can put a regular canning lid on it and use this lid to tighten it on. These are also great for storing dried foods. I don't reuse them for canning, but I reuse them to store dry foods. They're great for rice, beans, oatmeal, sugar, popcorn, and even dry pasta. Then you can start storing your meals together. You can have a jar of sauce and a jar of the dry pasta ready to cook and serve with your sauce. I wanted to have some ready to open and eat meals. Chili used to be like $1 and now it's $1.98, and guess what? This was all I could get, 11 cans. They're not even the same variety. I was able to get some of the Hormel with beans, and then I was able to get Nally thick chili. And what's this one? And the Nally cheese chili. Do you remember back in the day when chili was $1 a can? Did you ever think that that would go doubling in price nearly overnight? We shouldn't be able to say back in the day, and we mean just a few months ago. So I was able to add to my Prepper Pantry stockpile. I have some open and eat, just open a can of chili. Even if you can't heat it up, you can eat it. I have some pasta sauces, I have some soups that need hardly any cooking, and some beans and rice that, yes, would require more cooking, but can last nearly forever. Make sure that you have a variety of foods in your Prepper Pantry, that you have an idea how you're going to use those. Don't buy pasta sauce if you don't have pasta, which luckily I've been able to stock up on pasta in other shopping trips. Pasta was basically unavailable on this trip that I went to the store. I never thought you would come to a point that you can't even buy basic food in a can like chili. There should have been rows and rows, shelves and shelves of it, but it just isn't there. And for people to tell you there are no food shortages, they're not really either going to the store or they're not looking around in the store. I notice that they have been spreading things out, or they have multiples of things that people don't want very much, or the prices are so ridiculous they're not buying them, and so that is not being rotated. And it's just alarming to me what's happening with our food supply. So please, if you don't have a bountiful prepper pantry stockpile, add more to your food supply now. And even if you do, if you have nooks and crannies you can add more food, do it, because it's just frightening to me what seems to be happening, and I don't want to ever not have the food that I need. We don't know how long these shortages will continue. We don't know how high prices can go, but it certainly seems like we need to be prepping as quickly as possible for the long haul. That yes, we can get through this because we're preppers and we're looking forward to having the best day ever every single day. And so things do come in waves, there'll be hardships, and then there will be joys. And we will come out ahead on the other side if we prepare now, not only to have the things we need, but to face any challenge that comes our way. Leave in the comments below what you're finding as the price of gasoline and how high things are going. What foods are you looking for that you can't find or have become so incredibly expensive? I know that I'm alarmed, but I keep thinking if we just keep doing our best, it's going to be okay, and that's what I'm counting on. If you enjoyed my video, I hope you'll share it with someone else you think might like it. Please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.